The world was shrouded in darkness, with endless monsters intertwined into a scroll of horror. Our MC was an ordinary person who fell into this scroll, but surprisingly, he survived and became a life-saving doctor at the Bloodsaw Pharmacy. Thanks to his service and medical skills, every patient was satisfied with his treatment and the way he cured them. While everything is possible in this world, it is still a deadly place that can devour you any time. Every horror element that you could think of is like its bloodstream. Our MC needs to keep calm every time and get used to this world. Now, our MC was interrupted while wondering about his situation in this world. His teacher called him, telling him that he needs to get ready and open their business and hang their light outside. The system showed up, saying that he received a quest to open their business and hang the soul lamp at the door. The completion reward was skull coin, basic experience, and pure human blood. Our MC stood up and opened the door. At the door, his teacher was waiting for him, and our MC was feeling nervous all the time seeing the appearance of his teacher, but eventually he got used to it. His teacher was carrying a dead body, and this massive monster was the one who saved our MC and let him learn medical skills. Although every day is monotonous, our MC says that the situation is not bad at all, and he considers this event a miracle. He lights up the lamp, and all souls disperse because of the lamp. Now the system congratulates him and gives his reward for completing the quest. Our MC says that the quest was so easy while smiling like this, but an old witch scavenger showed up asking if there was any useless trash that he could give her. The system notification pops up that our MC needed to complete the request of the scavenger, but he knew that this old grandma was dangerous, so he quickly gave her the trash that she wanted. The grandma was thankful to him and said that he was so kind-hearted to this world. She then stabbed her eye and gave it to him as a reward. The system said that he could choose whether to accept or reject it, but if he rejected it, the favorability of this grandma would decrease. Our MC said that he would take it and thanked her. The grandma left after that, and our MC was relieved. He went back inside, saying that he would never try to offend the walkers of the dark. After he went inside, he realized that his teacher was too busy to help him. So, he decided to study his system while there was still time. He called the system, and it showed him his skills and stats. As he analyzed his status, he realized that it looked similar to a video game. He was excited to complete his quests and increase his stats, which would help him survive in this world. Suddenly, his teacher appeared and told him that he would be leaving for 2 days. He reminded him to look after their shop and lock all the doors to prevent annoying thieves from stealing anything. The teacher's status was surprising. He was a bloodsaw maniac of an unknown level. The system warned him not to provoke him. Our MC was shocked and asked his teacher if there was anything else he should keep in mind. The teacher replied that if a client had no money, he should take something of equal value. But if they weren't willing to pay, he should chop them apart and give him a razor blade that he could use on that kind of customer. He also reminded him to feed his little baby after closing up the shop. The teacher told him to stay within the range of their soul lamp if he heard noises outside, no matter what happened. Even if someone needed help, he should ignore it. While walking away, he said that he needed to close all the doors and windows, no matter who called for him. He needed to stay quiet for his safety, and if anyone tried to enter, he needed to kill them. Our MC always kept this in mind and wondered if these 2 days would be torturous for him if his teacher was gone. After his teacher left, he was so bored that he fell asleep while waiting for customers. He was sitting up there and suddenly woke up because someone was knocking at the door. The person asked if the owners were there, and he checked to see who it was. After he saw the person, the system notified him that he received a quest from the lolly blood puppet to treat her doll injuries. The lolly was begging him to save her doll. Our MC is checking the lamp when he notices that it's reacting slightly. He thinks that Lolly isn't dangerous, and he opens the door and welcomes her to their shop, and thankfully the lamp's soul was there that no one will be able to enter unless he approves it. Now Lolly is inside and sits there. She tells him that her doll's arms are gone and she can't find them no matter how hard she looks. This doll seems to be his favorite, and if things continue like that, her doll will die. While the cute Lolly is saying this to him, his appearance changes into a scary figure. He asks her if he can definitely save his precious doll, indicating that he will do his best to save the doll of our cute Lolly, even if he dies for sure. While he's feeling nervous about this, he says that he will do his best to save his doll. Now he checks the patient, and because he has a system to help him, he gets the preliminary diagnosis for the patients. He asks the little Lolly if she has eaten something recently. While our cute Lolly is confused and thinking about it, she says that she hasn't eaten anything for many days, and she says that she's super hungry right now. Suddenly, she remembers that she had a dream last night where she ate so many delicious things there, meat, hair, ears, and all things were so delicious for her, and she loved it, while laughing and showing this reaction of hers like a crazy lunatic. The doll seems happy too and says, "It was delicious too." While our MC sees this, he is truly used to it and says that in that case, he suspects that the little Lolly ate the doll's arms when she was dreaming at that time. While the little Lolly can't think of it and suddenly freezes hearing that, the doll seems trembling but says that he loves his mommy no matter what and laughs. Our MC thinks that the doll needs to go to a psychiatrist, but he's not sure. He asks Lolly if she's been feeling any discomfort in her stomach lately. She says that her stomach feels itchy and something is scratching inside. After hearing that, he sits down and prescribes her surgery. The little Lolly asks what the procedure would be, and he stands up and gets a razor blade, slamming it on the table. The two of them are shocked by this. Our MC scares them by saying that it's all simple. He would cut open her abdomen and stitch it back up for her. While imagining it, our little Lolly is so nervous and trembling, she asks about the cost of physical therapy, and he says that he'll take it out directly, and the price is even cheaper for her. He starts to ask where he can start to take it out from, top or bottom. This is their reaction, and it seems that they're going to faint hearing it. But he said that she needed to relax, no matter if it was from the top or bottom. He promised not to hurt her, but our little Lolly was so scared and panicking. Our MC asked if she was ready now, but little Lolly made an excuse and suggested they call it a day. She said she didn't want medical treatment anymore, while looking like this to him. But he said he couldn't do that because his teacher told him that if the customer entered their store, they must be treated. He intimidated her, saying that otherwise they would need to leave something behind. Little Lolly trembled and started to cry, saying that she understood and approved it. She told him to do it from the top. After that, he started the surgery and asked her to open her mouth widely. Little Lolly opened her mouth like this, while our MC couldn't believe he was doing this thing. He smelled her breath, which was so disgusting. But this is his profession now. So he didn't need to complain about it. He needed to endure it all. Now he got this object and put it into her mouth. He stretched his arm and suddenly shoved it down little Lolly's throat, saying that it would be over soon and that she needed to endure it. He finally got it and pulled it out. It seemed that the hand was still in good condition. Little Lolly couldn't believe what she had done to her doll. Our MC got his threads and said that the cost of stitching would be 30 skull coins. He asked her if she would like to proceed with the stitching now. They were both nervous, and the doll seemed to be panicking. She couldn't process the next treatment and shouted loudly that she couldn't do it. Meanwhile, little Lolly put the doll on the table. Our MC said that he needed some help from her while he was stitching the doll. Now our MC said that she was ready, and he pricked the needle into her arm. The system rewarded him with experience points for the surgery. While the doll seemed like it couldn't endure, eventually our MC's skills were top-notch. So he finished the job quickly. He told them that they needed to apply this medication potion once a day to recover the doll's wounds. Our MC applied the potion to her wounds, and the doll shouted in pain and hugged her little mama. Our MC charged them 10 skull coins for the therapy, 30 skull coins for the sewing, and 70 skull coins for the medicine, making the total 110 skull coins. He thanked them for visiting his shop and hoped to see them again. Little Lolly took out the mouth thing and got the coins, but she only brought 20 skull coins. Our MC was so strict and followed the rules, so he said that she could use parts of her body as collateral. Seeing this, our little Lolly got scared. Our MC said that he couldn't help her cut it for free while smiling like a pervert. Just kidding. While the girl said that she had 10 more coins, but our MC insisted that little Lolly pay all of it. He intimidated them, saying that they couldn't leave without an equal value exchange. She stepped back and asked if our MC could give it as credits, but he said that they were a small business, so he couldn't do it as credit. Instead, he offered to take her eyeball as payment. She asked if she could pay with something else, and our MC, with a serious face, asked what it was and named the price for it. Our little Lolly was so shy and said that she could pay with her body while her face turned red. I think she was blushing. Our MC couldn't believe it and wondered why little Lolly would do that. Our MC misunderstood the situation and said that he didn't accept a body as payment. He just wanted the right eye. He told little Lolly not to worry because she could redeem it later when she earned money. Little Lolly agreed and gave him his eye. Her doll tried to stop her, but she had already given it to our MC. Our MC got a reward from the system for obtaining a rare item from the girl's eyeball, and all his stats increased. He thanked them and said they were welcome any time at their shop. Little Lolly was so sad and disappointed that she said she wouldn't come back to their shady shop and ran away. After the girl left, our MC got another reward, an unknown woman's hair, ears, and comb. He wondered what other terrifying things little Lolly had done and said that he would talk to her when she came back to the shop. He dropped the coins into the monster's vault and walked over to the door to close it. But another customer came in, a larger monster pig called Pighead Demon. He was a lawful evil and friendly neighbor who would help him if he gained his favorability. Our MC took this chance and welcomed him to the shop, asking how he could assist him. But Pighead rushed in and sat down in the chair, speaking so loudly that the old hag of his neighbor took his eyes. She swore that if she encountered him again, she would definitely chop him apart. He asked our MC where his teacher was and ordered him to make him come out to change an eyeball for him because he had a suitable prey to offer. Our MC said that his teacher was not there, but if he needed anything, he could do it as he could afford it, while the Pighead request was to get him a suitable eyeball.